Hello! Looks like I'm live on the YouTube. Hooray! Welcome. Starting a little bit early. Alright, we got the desktop, we got everything set up, I got some watercolor paper, you got the mouse that you don't really need to see, but I can't make this. I should really figure out how to make the camera zoom in more because you don't need to see all this. You just need to see this. But, whatever. Hopefully you can hear me okay. Let me know. The audio should be good, I assume. The microphone is over here because I wanted it out of view of the camera. Otherwise, it's in here causing shadows or in my face. Which I guess is okay if it's in my face, then I can talk quieter. Maybe we'll try this today. We'll see. I don't know if I can paint around it though. Hi. Welcome to ASMR Painting Live with DragnFeathers. Today we are painting with watercolors. And we are doing something abstract. Hooray. Okay, I don't know what this sounds like for you guys, but if this sounds like ASMR and you're liking that, then that's okay. If not, I can put the microphone back where it was and I can try not to have to paint around it because it's right in front of my face. My face is right above here. Oop, and I hit the microphone. Sorry. Gosh, I don't know how loud to talk now because the microphone is right in my face. So today we are doing watercolor painting. I got my watercolors all prepped here, nice and wet and ready for painting. And then I have my paper tape down with my really cheap dollar store tape that doesn't stick to anything except itself. And I drew a circle and a line. And that's it. I don't know. I don't have a plan. I just drew some shapes. So, yeah, we're going to see. I don't think I can work with a microphone right here in front of my face. So, be prepared. The boom arm may squeak. Cover your ears if you're listening to something on headphones. Okay, I moved it without it squeaking. Hopefully you can hear me okay. Because now I don't have the microphone in my face. So, welcome to the stream. Let's get started because we're talking about microphones. Actually, I'm not actually doing anything. So let's start, and we're just gonna wet the top half of this background, I guess. Background, I mean outside our circle. I think you can see it. There's a circle in the middle of the page with a line, kind of like a sun and a horizon. Maybe that's what it'll be. Maybe not. Get all that wet best I can. Best of my ability. Okay, and let me know if you have trouble hearing me. I will talk louder or I will move the microphone back in front of my face. And we're gonna get some color on here. Okay, and we're gonna play with it. Just take those little dots and streak them around. Don't want anything perfect. Maybe a little more color here in the middle. I'm kind of going for a sky, I guess. I mean, that was my instinctive move. Got some smudge on my paper. There we go. But it doesn't have to be a sky. Nobody says this is anything. This is abstract. This can be anything. Okay, and then we'll do my favorite. Put some dots here and there. I can never decide which way I like better. Okay, let's grab some of the other blue. Which is nice and juicy, and we'll do some flicking of that. Ooh, dark colors here. I'm liking this. Don't know what this is, but I'm liking it. I think this side is a little bit dry because they're not spreading out like these are. So what we can do to help that is a handy dandy little spray bottle. And we'll just spritz, spritz, spritz. There we go. Spritz. Oh, that's looking nice. Kind of a speckled egg look, I think. So welcome to today's stream. We're watercolor painting. Ta-da! And I'm drinking Rockstar Punched. Not sponsored, just fueling me. I feel I need it today because I didn't get to sleep till like 2 o'clock. And then at like 7 o'clock this morning, my brain turned on and said, no, I don't think we're going to sleep anymore. So, yeah, I've been up since I had like 5 hours of sleep. So, which is not normal for me and not what I typically go for. So this side is nice and dark. This side is feeling a little light because those spread out really well. So we're just going to come in and add some more, especially in the middle, I think. There we go. Maybe a little bit right there. That's looking good. Wiping my wet finger on my t-shirt. Not recommended in case there's paint on it. I do have my recycled napkins from takeout and then a recycled t-shirt rag as well for drying brushes. These come in handy for doing things like mopping up color that we don't want in places. There we go. All right. Get some stuff off. So, this is a new time for me streaming. Also, I did it last week for Easter, and then I felt that was a good time of day, so we're going to try it from now on at this time. So, yeah, we're going to see how it works out. Just going to play with this a little bit right here. There we go. Add a little water in there manually. Let that spread. You too. Here. Just adding some water manually and tapping it around because it feels like it's not. It feels like it's dry and it's not spreading and doing any pretty color things. I always get one side of my painting I think looks better than the other. Today it's the left side here and the right side not so much. I really like the way these have just like bloomed and spread across the paper, making these really beautiful shapes. This one needs a little bit of help, I think. But for the most part, yeah, it's looking pretty nice. It is pooling up a little bit right here because the paper, that's just what watercolor does. The paper warps sometimes because I'm lazy and I didn't like pre-treat it or anything. I would tell you about the paper if you were interested. but I don't have it in front of me. I think it's Canson watercolor. So hello, welcome to the stream, Molded. We are doing watercolor abstract, possibly sunset, possibly not. I haven't decided. They're just saying I'm fueled by Rockstar Punched today because I was up till like 2 a.m. and then my brain turned on at 7 a.m. And so I'm a little bit of it, but we're just kind of chilling, doing a little watercolor something. How are you today? Good. Yeah, I think you've talked about doing watercolor in the past, so I always like to say, just in case people who are watching for the first time never watercolor painted. What are we gonna do? Let's paint this section here. So we've got a circle in the middle and a line. Like I said, could be a sunset, could not. I don't know. What am I feeling for that? I'm feeling orange. Do a planet. I don't know. I've tried those like planets before, and I don't know. I like abstract because that way, if it's not what I want it to be, it's fine. Especially when I'm tired and like, it's whatever. But a planet could be cool. Make some orange. That's something. Yeah, I figured you didn't mean like with details. I've seen like people who do like nebulas and galaxies, and they make some really cool abstract planets. And I've tried it in the past. I never like the way they look, but that's because I'm impatient and I don't like fine tune it and do multiple layers or anything. So, we'll see. It might turn into a planet. This is going to be orangish. What is going on with my paper though? There must be dust or something on my paper that I can't see with my eye. We're going to make this orangish wash, which I'm doing very poorly. You probably can't see it, but there's like linty stuff on my paper. It's really annoying. For me, anyway. All right. We'll do that. And then we'll do kind of like we did with the blue, which is bleeding in a little bit, but we'll come in with some red. One of my favorite techniques. I just never have figured out the best way to do this. That's turning out pretty good, except for that little splits right there. Anyway, how are you? It's evening for you, I believe, or late night. We're just chilling. Chill. There we go. This one's not cooperating. I wish my orange, maybe if I used this red instead, my orange would look much better. Well, that's very red. And now I'm making the water in my yellow very muddy. How is the sound today, by the way? I had the microphone in my face earlier and I felt like I was doing ASMR, which I could do if that's something that sounds interesting, but it also made it hard to paint because the microphone was like right here, if you can see where I'm talking about. Okay, I got way too much red. Now I need like a lot of yellow. There we go. Lots of yellow. It's kind of getting orange. You still there? That's all right. All right, let's see how that looks. It's very muddy still. I don't know why it's being muddy. They were just gonna do. We're gonna do it this way. There we go. That works because that way it's kind of even. And I did it again. I keep wiping it on my shirt. Luckily, I wear black. And back to my normal colors, black. Last week I wore my rainbow unicorn onesie. I got yellow up here. I didn't even realize it. And I got the yellow down here. I think I lost molded. Okay. Welcome back. I was asking how you were doing this evening. Yeah, that's kind of cool. It is like there's this little swirl. It's just cool. Yeah, that's what I thought. It was like really late there. Good thing I drink straight out of the can because otherwise this could be mistaken for punch. Let's add some more red. Well, you have food now, so that should cure the hunger. And then in a little while, you can go to bed, I assume. And then that would cure the tired. But I'm glad to hear you're doing good. I don't know if I like that. Quiet when I get lost in thought. All right, I did it. I did not wipe my finger on my shirt. Yay. All right, that's kind of cool. It's making a puddle here and all the colors are like running into there. Yeah, that's why I keep them separate because it's easier not to accidentally drink the wrong thing. I was going to make tea today for the stream. I was going to make, I think, peach oolong. But since I had an unusual sleep schedule, I decided that Rockstar would be much better because I need it to function. Because even though my brain woke up at 7 a.m., the rest of me is like, no, I still want sleep. So, but it's my own fault. I was up watching Twitch streamers play Minecraft, and then I was talking with Manya on Discord, and we were looking at Minecraft mod packs that we were thinking of doing together. So that's how come I was up so late. Normally I go to bed by 11, but last night it was like 1:30 and like I gotta go. So okay. This is pretty dry up here. Yeah, I mean, whatever I don't do, I'll get around to. You mean like art wise or tea wise? Both, probably. Um, yeah. Thinking is a process. I feel like though I don't stream as often as I'd like to. Like there was a while where I wasn't streaming every week. I'm also thinking of starting to stream on Twitch, but that'll be like playing Minecraft. Yeah. You know. Yeah. Um yeah. I hear what you're saying. Um the edge bugging me. Finesse a little bit here and there. There. Better. Oh, yeah. That could work. Pale aqua green. This is when I really wish I had more color selection. I mean, I do have more color selection. It's just really hard to get that palette down because it's a really big palette and it doesn't fit on the desk very well. And it doesn't have a great selection of colors either. I'm Oh, the thoughts. Processing thoughts. Thoughts and thoughts. Yellow or similar for the upper circle. Maybe. Um, yeah, I know this is thrilling entertainment when I'm like just sitting here going, what am I doing? Okay, let's make that go away because I don't want that color anymore. And I want to use this palette to mix another color because I didn't grab any other palettes today. Okay. Yeah. At least you're eating and not me this time, so I don't have to worry about choking on my food. Okay. Grab some more of that. Just a little bit this time. And some of you to make my favorite color purple. And thin that down. And I kind of, yeah, I want to do, how do I want to do this? I kind of want to do a purple wash over the blue because the blue is just looking too light. I'm just hoping not to mess up all this work too much. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. I'm trying to add more red because I'm picking up blue from the painting and it's turning my purple more blue. So balance that back out. Okay. Okay. To purple. Rich this up some. What are you eating, if I might ask? If you care to share information. There, I'm not sure how I feel about that. But I like it better. Yes, I have heard of acrylic pouring. I actually used to watch an artist on YouTube here. I can't remember her name now. That's all she did. And I just found it fascinating. But messy. I've thought about doing it, but it is so messy. I don't have any. Oh. Toasted roast chicken and salad sandwich with dressing. Okay. Cool. All right. How are we going to? I thought I was being really strategic because I'm like, I'm going to paint this area, and then while that dries, I'm going to paint this area, and that way they're not going to bleed into each other too much. But this is still wet, and so is this. So you can either do this or this. I like it except for it's a little bit streaky, and I don't know, maybe oils on water dripping printing. I don't know what that is. That actually helped, I think, soften the streaks a little bit, or it's just my imagination. It could be my imagination. Oh, you mean like a marble dip dyeing? Where you put like oil on water and like, I think I know what you're talking about. I think that works with acrylics too. Yeah. Okay. We're going to take whatever color this is. Maybe add a little bit blue. This is sort of a blue, purple, black. The hair in my brush. I did all that, and then I decided I want to wet the paper first so we can get our wet on wet kind of look. And it's okay if that bleeds out a little bit. Violet. What's violet? This color? It's more black with a little bit of blue in it, and maybe a touch of red to make it purple. It's funny you should mention that. I have this thing where I get violet and purple confused. At least in my mind, violet is more red and purple is more blue. But apparently, according to the rest of the world, it's the other way around. So go figure. Actually, now it's more of a blacky, I don't know, something. And the purple and violet thing was really confusing when trying to dye my hair because I keep buying dyes that were violet or purple, and I wanted violet, I guess. Really, it took me a really long time to find. I was like, I want my hair to look like grape, and it was hard to get the right color because I kept grabbing the wrong one. Because to me, I wanted purple, but I really wanted violet. Fluid. But I've used like wax, like the good old crayon technique, and that's kind of cool. The only problem with that is it's like you can't get it off afterwards. So bam, 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 bam. If it sounds like too much like a any particular song, let me know and I'll stop. Paint on my finger. Oh, that's too much water. Not enough color. There we go. Bespeckled fields of color. Yeah. I'm kind of a lazy artist. That's probably why I don't do it professionally. It's kind of cool. It ran into the planet there. I don't hate it. It's interesting. These kind of are going all that way. And those are just going everywhere. Let's get these to spread just a little bit more. There we go. Alrighty. Got a stray black blob. There we go. Soften the edges here a little bit. Like blend them together just a bit. Or draw a line. Because apparently I still have black paint on my brush. Is the table is flat. The paper currently is not. Yeah, I tried taping it down to the paper, but wow, I did not see that happen. That's okay. We can clean it up. It's Yeah, the paper is warping. It's kind of going like that right now. And I tried taping it down, like I said, but this is my dollar store masking tape, so it doesn't stick to much of anything except itself. Although it does do a pretty good job once I press it down on the paper, but it doesn't stick to other things like my table or my table paper. But it's sticking to the painting as far as I can tell. I don't think there's any paint really bleeding underneath the paint. Maybe a little bit. All right, I'm liking this. I'm getting ideas. I'm also looking at it in the monitor, which is upside down from what I see, and I like this this dark and then this bright red. We're gonna call it a planet, sure. And then this is more of a gentle bluey, and I'm thinking this is gonna be something with green, more like earthy looking. Like a blue green. Yeah. I'm gonna let this dry. I thought about trying to dig out my hair dryer and use that, but that just requires work. Like I said, I'm lazy. So I'll just go back and let this dry and clean it up. Maybe darken this dark area with another coat. I don't know why I'm looking away from the camera to clear my throat. The microphone's not in front of me. I also have a board somewhere. It's just buried in my miscellaneous stuff. And I could not be bothered to find it. It's kind of like I got water up there. Oh no. It's kind of like when I was looking for my graph paper a month ago, and I know I have some somewhere. I just for the life of me cannot find it. Yeah. I'm slowly working on clearing things up, but I have a habit of accumulating too much stuff and not enough space. And I'm really trying to think minimalist, only keeping the things that make me happy and have a purpose. I mean, I'm the type of person who will collect cardboard boxes because they might be useful for something. Like last week's painting project, we painted leftover boxes. Okay, so let's make a blue-green, and I think the interview went well. I got intimidated and thought that maybe I might be jumping in over my head because it was an office administrator and they wanted to help setting up stuff and correspondences and sheets and forms and proposals. And it's for a small floral business. And I was like, I kind of, like I said, I intimidated myself thinking I may be jumping in over my head. And so I was like, they sounded like they were ready to offer me the job, but I was like, and they're like, well, how about I give you 24 hours to think about it and I'll call you back tomorrow. They never called me back. And it sounded like when I talked to them, they had somebody else lined up to talk to. So I'm guessing that this other person jumped on the job, which, is fine. I figure the universe is going to give me what I need when I need it. And whatever that is. I do have another interview tomorrow, which is a little more up my alley. It's as a dog walker and pet sitter, which I already do on Rover on my own. I'm just not getting very many. I have one client, and that's not enough to pay the bills to dog sit for one client every couple months. I really should have a test strip because I don't know what this color looks like, but we're going to go for it. So yeah, we're meeting in person tomorrow. And we're going to see how dog walking turns out. Like I said, it's something I already do. It's just, this is somebody who already has an established company with clients. That should be easier for me to get going. And if nothing else, down the road, I can just take those clients to my own rover and do my own thing. This is very blue, not as green as I wanted. Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was the right fit, the office administrator. It's like, I might be able to do what you want, but then I don't want to like let you down and not be able to do it. And it was part-time, which is fine because that way I have time to do my own thing. But then I'm also still it's not for Lady Gaga. I'm just, what was I going to say? I'm still thinking that possibly toward the end of this year, I might be financially able to move to Southern California, which was my original plan for this year before all heck broke loose and the world decided to shut down. That was my long-term goals from like 2019. All right. I think the problem is I used the darker green and I should have used the lighter green. So we're gonna splatter a lot of lighter green in there. There we go. Oh, it's looking like earth. It's looking like earth. If I move to Southern California, no. She won't be able to visit me as often, but she's also graduating high school this year. And she's going to be trying to be an adult. So I figure that's about the time, that's why I waited until this year that I wanted to move to California. Otherwise I would have moved back in 2019 probably. But yeah, she's going to be, I really want her to move to California with me. She's planning on moving, but she wants to go to a local, words are failing me, makeup school, like a technical school for makeup artists that's here in Seattle. And she wants to do that and get that under her belt and have a job and kind of be an adult before moving to California and moving in and being mom's roommate. Which I told her, I moved to California. She can be my roommate. She will still have to pay rent, but maybe not 50-50 because, yeah, she needs to spread her wings. But yeah, since she is still in high school, that's why I didn't want to leave now. But yeah, when she's already like, I'm an adult because she turned 18 in January. So she's ready, but she's a little, the whole pandemic thing is a bit frustrating for her. But apparently they are doing some at school, at in-person schooling, like Easter Friday. She, when she came over, she was excited because she was all dressed up because she'd gone to school for the first time in over a year and like seen her friends in person. So yeah, there, look at it. It looks kind of like Earth. I like it. Yeah. So it's a thing. There. Look, oh man. It is a planet, but it's like half it's like it's two pictures spliced together. This is like a picture of Mercury or Venus, Mars, any of those hot planets. And then this is Earth. She is very confident in herself. Her father and I raised her at a young age. We didn't treat her like a child. We didn't baby talk her. We taught her to be a mature person. But I mean, she's still a teenager and she's dealing with depression and ADHD, which I think a lot of people these days are, and social awkwardness. Oh, a planet rise over an alien sea. That's interesting. That could be too. Yeah. Although these don't. If this was a planet rise, it might. The green one might be probably a little more green. Anyway, yeah. I see what you're saying. I look at the monitor and it's flipped for me in the monitor, so. But I see this is the top for me, and yeah. And this is the bottom, so yeah, it's flipped. But yeah, I mean, she's confident. She still has social awkwardness. She's still, when we go out, she doesn't like talking to strangers as much, but so am I. Anyway, the blue water could be, like I said, it would still be it would be more green, I think. Yeah, I mean, I like it. I'm thinking that this side, which apparently is dry, needs to be darker. But I'm liking it so far. Also, that we could probably. That's just a puddle right now. So I kind of want to try that a little bit. Yeah, no, it's not as cool looking. But I'm digging it. I like it. We'll have to clean this up. It's still a puddle there. So that part is wet, and it's wet a little bit over here, and this is all still damp. Yeah, I don't want to overwork the darker shades, but also the darker side, the black side, isn't as dark as I would like it to be. I'd like there to be a bigger, brighter contrast between these, but yeah, I don't want to. I mean, I could go over it again with another wash and then maybe more splatters, give it more depth is a possibility. We could give a try. You know what? I just talked myself into it. We're doing it. I'm doing it. You're not. You're watching. I always talk in like the third person. We are doing this thing. I mean, I did the purple wash over the blue, and it didn't disturb it too much. So we're going to do something similar on this side. Just a light wash. So if I go over it with a light wash, some of these darker spots shouldn't run away too much. Talking stops while I concentrate. As always. There, that darkened it up some. And we might be able to salvage this area once it dries a little bit. It's black water, so we'll have to be careful. Speaking of thumbs up, don't forget to like the stream if you are enjoying it. Gotta ask for all the bits and cheers and what have you that YouTube has. Comment, like, subscribe. Okay. Just touching up here and there. Brightening a little bit. It's okay. It's okay if you forget. I forget sometimes too. Concentration. Yeah, I'll probably keep going for a little while longer. So yeah, go make some tea. Come back and tell me what kind it is. Do you have cream and sugar or honey? Let's talk tea. Okay, lost in thought. And if you're watching this on YouTube later, let me know. Do you drink tea? And if you do, what's your favorite one? Oh no, we're having a solar explosion, a solar flare happening here. Hold on. Oh, shoot. Okay. I generally drink tea black or green or white, whatever, without cream, sugar, milk of any sort. Okay. I think mistakes are being made by me. So I don't know why I decided to do that. I'm not happy. I'll even it out. And add my green back in. Just a little yellow. I have no water. Oh, that's too much. Yorkshire tea. Yeah. I'm going to stop because I feel like I'm maybe muddying everything. I still haven't touched this area yet because black is still... I'm liking how this is popped out more. But I need to bring this up to the same color. But I don't want to have another solar flare. So we're gonna wait. Yeah, I have a whole tea caddy full of teas. I have herbal tea, there's some black tea, English breakfast, Earl Grey, constant comment. I don't think I have any green tea right now. I have herbal tea, black tea. Yeah. I have paint on the wall. I got paint on the wall over here. I'll just clean that off. There we go. Not surprising the way I splatter everything. A durger. So if you're watching this later on YouTube, thank you. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, like and subscribe, leave comments. I know people watch these videos, so don't be afraid to leave a comment. I will see it. I'm like checking my comments and everything daily because I have nothing else better to do with my life. Ow. Thank you. Yeah, still waiting for this area to dry a little bit more. We had a solar flare here that I cleaned up a bit. This got darker because I decided to add some of our blue-green in, and I didn't like it, and now it's darker. But, you know, that's okay. It's drying. It's fine. I like it. I like the fact that I have splatters of dark instead of splatters of white. Very cosmic. I could do some white specks maybe later after it's dry. I have my, I don't know if I ever showed, I have a pen touch white pen. I could do some spots. Yeah. Yep. So just kind of chilling right now, waiting for it to dry. I'm afraid that if I touch it anymore, especially right here, it's going to get muddy again. And I'm going to be so sad. I think there's a squirrel outside. Let's see what else is new in the world. My shoulder is better. I've been going to the doctor every week except last week, or the week before last, before Easter. They go on Thursdays, and I've been getting acupuncture for my shoulder, which was getting sore and stiff and immobile. And now I've got almost full range of motion. It's still a little bit sore, but it's much better. So yay, acupuncture. True. I could do that. Probably will. But I want to do it when it's dry so I don't smudge anything. I could use acrylic too. Or I could just sit with my paint pen and dip, 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 dip. Depending on how I feel. Yeah. The only other thing now is I woke up Thursday morning with something going on in my inner ear. And so if I tilt my head too far one way or the other, the room starts spinning. They looked at my ears and said I had built up earwax, so I cleaned out my ears. But I'm still having the dizziness, so hopefully that'll go away, subside on its own in a day or two. Otherwise, I do go see the doctor again on Thursday. And hopefully we'll get it figured out, because I don't like getting dizzy. Like, you bend over and something. Yeah, I don't have an ear infection. I have like Debrox ear solution that's been cleaning out the wax. The wax is gone. It's just whatever's in the inner ear. We'll see if it subsides on its own. Otherwise, they did give me some recommendations. And as far as the acupuncture needles, I never actually look at my arm and shoulder while they're doing it. They just like put me on a bed and I just chill and like take a little nap or relax. I feel the prick, but it's nothing really painful. It's just like, ow, you got, poked by a pin. But once they're in, you don't feel them. So yeah, not very big candles either. Yeah. So I think that's dry enough. Gonna come in with some of our yellow. There we go. It's a little bit muddy because my water is very gray right now. But we're getting there. I could get fresh water. Or I could cheat. And use my clean water for my spray bottle. There we go. Much better. Ooh, swirly, whirly. Rinse. Dry. Repeat. I like it. Oh, lovely. I like the streaks as they go across. Yeah, no, I think we're good with solar flares. I think I did not make any new solar flares. But yeah, I like that. I'm not going to touch it. I'm not going to touch it. Well, hold on. Get some smudge in there. There we go. Cut it out. That's doing something funky right there. Better. Perfect. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, that's why I like I've said in the past, I like intuitive painting. Like, I'll just go with whatever comes out. I don't really pre-plan my paintings. I put the brush down and stepped away. I'm not touching it anymore. Yeah, I just that's how I paint. I have done paintings where I plan ahead of time and they turn out fine. They're just not as fun as just sitting down and doing whatever comes out. It's kind of therapeutic. But yeah, I think that's it. We're just gonna let it dry. So I think that's gonna be it for today's stream. Unless you want to sit here and watch paint dry, I will take a photo and post it on my Instagram when it's dry. If you want to see the finished piece, maybe I'll come back and add some stars. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, Molded. It is really appreciated that you're here. That way I don't have to sit here talking to myself all the time. I appreciate you coming and joining the stream. And anybody else watching this later, again, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, comment, and I will see you hopefully. Okay, bye-bye. Gotta end the stream now. Going away.